gentlemen, welcome to the 2015 Spring Commencement of the College of Humanities, Arts, and Sciences and the College of Social and Behavioral Sciences of the University of Northern Iowa. Please rise for the graduating students. Award recipients. Representatives of the faculty of the University of Northern Iowa. Of the academic departments. President Roode and the Platform Party.
President Roode, distinguished platform guests, members of the administration and faculty, graduates of the spring class of 2015, ladies and gentlemen, I bid you welcome to the spring commencement exercises for the College of Humanities, Arts, and Sciences and the College of Social and Behavioral Sciences of the University of Northern Iowa, which will now be in order. Please remain standing for the singing of our national anthem by Jeffrey Brick, UNI voice professor in the School of Music, and the presentation of colors by the University of Northern Iowa ROTC Honor Guard. Please be seated. At this time, I have the honor of introducing to you those members of the Platform Party who will not be introduced at a later point in these exercises. All those introduced should please remain standing until the introductions have been completed, and I suggest that applause be withheld until all have been introduced. Chair of the University Faculty, Dr. Scott Peters, Professor from the Department of Political Science. Members of the Administration of the University of Northern Iowa, Dr. Michael Hager, Senior Vice President for Administration and Financial Services. Dr. Terry Hogan, Vice President for Student Affairs. Mr. William Calhoun, Vice President for University Advancement. Dr. Patricia L. Gettleman, Special Assistant to the President for Board of Regents and Governmental Relations. Dr. April Chatham Carpenter, Associate Provost for Academic Affairs and Interim Dean of the Graduate College. Dr. Nancy Hill Cobb, Associate Provost for Faculty Affairs. Dr. Kent Johnson, Dean of the Division of Continuing Education and Special Programs. Mr. Christopher Cox, Dean of Roode Library. Ms. Marty Mark, Chief Information Officer. Mr. Matthew Krager, Associate Vice President for Enrollment Management. And Mr. Scott Kettleson, Director of University Relations. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please welcome the President of the University of Northern Iowa, Dr. William N. Roode.
Thank you. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, graduates, faculty, administrators, regents, families, friends, and guests. I'm Bill Roode, and I have the pleasure of being the 10th president of this great university. Welcome to the Spring 2015 Commencement exercises for the College of Humanities, Arts, and Sciences and the College of Social and Behavioral Sciences at the University of Northern Iowa. Thank you for joining us as we celebrate the hard work done by these graduates in their classes, their work, and at home. Commencement is a special moment in the life of a university. It is special for the family and friends who honor our graduates by your attendance. It is special for this university that has a rich and remarkable history. It is very special to the faculty who always put students first and whose commitment to learning, discovery, and engagement has made UNI a prominent center for educational success. Would the faculty please stand and be recognized? And finally, it is even more special for our graduates, whose hard work and commitment to learning we honor today. You have earned the privilege of being here. We know this commencement will be meaningful and memorable, and we thank you for being with us for this celebration. You may notice that some of our candidates are wearing a red, white, and blue honor cord. This honor cord indicates that these students have served, are serving, or will be serving our country following graduation in the military. This recognition is well-deserved, and we are deeply grateful for their service and bravery, as we know our freedom is not free. Would the students wearing the red, white, and blue honor cords please rise so that we may recognize and honor you? Thank you. At this time, to honor America, would all veterans in our audience stand and be recognized for your service to our country? Thank you. Today, as we celebrate the accomplishments of the class of 2015, it is fitting that we honor individuals who represent the ideals of service to the University of Northern Iowa. Each year, the Dean of Students presents the Luxe Service Award to undergraduate students who have made a significant difference at the university and will leave a lasting legacy for years to come. The two recipients were nominated by faculty, staff, and peers who have worked with them and seen the contributions they have made to the university. The recipients during this afternoon's ceremony are Blake Finley and Kara Poppy. Blake first. Blake. All right. Blake Finley is a psychology and Spanish major from New Virginia, Iowa. He served as vice president of the Northern Iowa Student Government and was a writer for the Northern Iowan. Finley was an advocate for students on a number of university committees and served as chair of the First Generation and/or Low-Income Student Task Force. He was a commissioner of the Iowa Commission on Volunteer Service and chairman of the NISG Campus Relations Committee, among many others. He was also a peer mentor for the first-year Cornerstone program and a classic upward-bound tutor and mentor for UNI's Center for Urban Education. Finley created the Above and Beyond Awards, which recognize faculty and staff for their contributions to teaching and advising students. He has also been actively involved in suicide prevention efforts on campus. Finley will be attending graduate school this fall at SUNY Brockport. Blake, congratulations. Yeah, stay. Kara Poppy is a geography and environmental systems major from Davenport, Iowa. She made study abroad a large part of her UNI experience, going abroad 4 times with UNI and 2 times on her own. I think she'll be going back. Poppy served as president of Green Project UNI and director of environmental affairs for NISG. She was also a peer mentor, a STEM ambassador, and a member of the honors program, Circle K, and the Student Nature Society. Poppy is one of the founders of the UNI Panther plot, a campus-wide vegetable garden that produces food for UNI dining and the surrounding community. In 2 summers, the garden has engaged more than 100 volunteers and produced over 4,000 pounds of produce. After graduation, Poppy will be serving as the volunteer coordinator and sustainability fellow in the Yambani village in Kenya with Princeton in Africa. Congratulations, Kara.
We now proceed to the recognition and award of honors. Dr. Michael Licari, Interim Provost and Executive Vice President, will recognize those candidates honored for their superior record in scholarship. Dr. Licari.
Mr. President, ladies and gentlemen, you may have noticed that some of our candidates are wearing bronze medallions. These medallions indicate these students are graduating with summa cum laude honors, which means they have achieved at an academic level which places them in the top 3% of their collegiate graduating class, or they have received the university's highest award, the Purple and Old Gold Award for meritorious scholarship or for conspicuous achievement. These achievements demonstrate both a superior level of ability and a high dedication to scholarship, for which the university is very proud to recognize these candidates at this time. Would the recipients of the Purple and Old Gold Awards and the summa cum laude candidates please rise so we may recognize and honor you.
At these exercises, it has become our pleasant custom to ask a member of the graduating class to deliver an address. Dr. Brenda Bass, Dean of the College of Social and Behavioral Sciences, will introduce this year's speaker.
It is my honor to introduce our student speaker today, Daniel Yahaley. Daniel grew up in Cedar Falls, Iowa, and is the son of Professor Michelle Devlin. A theme that emerges when looking at Daniel's impressive list of accomplishments is to always make the most of the opportunities that are presented to you. Whether it be through his academics, his time volunteering through the Red Cross and FEMA, or his time developing leadership within the ROTC, Daniel has maximized his experiences. Academically, Daniel graduates today with a triple major, 1 minor, and 1 certificate. He majors in criminology, in global studies, and in global health, and he's completed a minor in military science. Daniel has also sought out valuable experience outside of the classroom. He is a trained emergency responder, and through UNI, the Red Cross, and other organizations, Daniel has gone on numerous medical and disaster relief missions and trainings in Africa, Central America, India, as well as regionally within the state of Iowa. Within the ROTC, Daniel has served as the Cadet Battalion Commander and has received a long list of awards and recognitions for his excellence in leadership and teamwork, including the Distinguished Military Graduate Award, which represents the top 10% of all 5,300 ROTC graduates nationally this year. He was commissioned earlier this morning into the active Army as an infantry officer, and he will later transition to military intelligence in 4 years. This is only a sampling of Daniel's achievements. He clearly has achieved a high level of excellence during his time here at UNI. Please join me in welcoming 2nd Lieutenant Daniel Yahaley to the podium.
Good afternoon. Thank you, Dean Bass, for your warm introduction. President Roode, Board of Regents members, distinguished platform, special guest, faculty, community members, friends, family, and my fellow UNI graduates. Congratulations. Thank you for allowing me this wonderful opportunity to speak today. I am deeply honored. My time at UNI, no doubt like yours, has been rewarding, fun, and life-changing. We were very lucky to have the resources, faculty, and staff that surrounded all of us throughout our time at UNI. And we are thrilled to be graduating today as Panthers from this great institution. Am I correct? Are we thrilled? As 2015 graduates, we have a unique set of simultaneous challenges facing us. For instance, many of us are technically classified as millennials. For better or for worse, our generation has been stereotyped as being filled with young people that are self-absorbed, high maintenance, technology dependent, and consumed with first world problems. At the same time, we have greater expectations being thrust upon us than in previous generations, and many are expecting us to save the world, literally. Because of these two competing narratives, some question our ability to rise to the challenge, but I believe that we can do this. I don't make these statements lightly. With our joy and excitement today, we definitely do have to recognize that the world we are entering now as young adults and working professionals is far different from that in previous generations. It is more connected globally than ever before, with a greater need for the use of technology, big thinking, team building, diverse strategies, critical thinking, and other skills to meet the growing challenges that are facing our planet economically, culturally, socially, politically, and environmentally. On this graduation day that is all about us and honors our individual achievements, we must remember that the future will ultimately depend on our ability to look beyond ourselves and serve a broader good by using the education and skills we learned at UNI to meet the needs of a rapidly changing world. The American people and world are counting on us graduates, to lead this nation and globe into a future filled with progress and achievement. These challenges must be met head-on by our generation, as we will be the ones with the unique skill sets to solve them. To understand our purpose and better tackle the challenges of tomorrow, we have to maximize our days to the fullest. We have an obligation to understand that our success in future endeavors is directly linked to our ability to develop ourselves as lifetime learners and thinkers. We simply cannot sit on the sideline. We have an obligation to be diligent in the game of life and commit. We have to invest in ourselves to ensure our future success in a world today that has great challenges, but also unique opportunities. We have to surround ourselves with forward-thinking individuals that have a passion for life and make us better human beings. Especially if we are to tackle the challenges of tomorrow, we must be persistent in our own level of development and be diligent in building networks of positive and energetic people that will support us in our endeavors and help us achieve a meaningful life. But it will take us years to develop ourselves as individuals. We do not need to emulate others, as the world we are entering today is desperately in need of individual and creative ways to solve new problems that have never been seen before. We are all unique, and we must develop our skill sets further to create the kind of world we want to live in for the 21st century. Everybody still hanging with me? All right. We have a duty to serve as responsible global citizens, and we have an obligation to succeed. We are highly fortunate in the United States to have the ability to obtain our dreams if and only if we want them badly enough. The American dream is something that millions of people would kill to have even the slightest chance of reaching. Let that sink in for just one moment. We do not have the same struggles that some around the world do having to achieve a better life. That is because we live in one of the world's most amazing countries, and it has been said before, to whom much is given, much is expected. I would argue that today, more than ever before in human history, it is our obligation, not our choice, to ensure that we build upon our education here at UNI to become lifelong learners and agents of positive change for the world throughout all of our careers. I want to reassure even those graduates among us that may feel directionless. I've been there before. You guys have too. We may be unsure about our future. Some of these goals may be too lofty, and many of us may just be focused now on finding a job, any job, and getting the bills paid. Who's there? A lot of us. All right. While we need to do these short-term things, of course, we must still keep our eyes on the long-term, bigger picture goal down the road. We cannot wait for an uncertain future to find us. We must create the future that we want to have. I believe that the best things we can do as graduates is find something, anything, and commit to it full force. That can be work, family, personal development, a career. It really doesn't matter as long as we are passionate in our endeavor. As we spend time committed to our new endeavor with enthusiasm, the pieces of life's puzzle will eventually come together and our destiny will become clear. If we do not realize that we each have a destiny that we must create for ourselves, life will just happen to us. Instead, we must engage with life full force, and the doors of our future and that of the world will take shape. We will create tomorrow that has all the joy, excitement, and hope and promise that this graduation day holds to us. I leave you with my final thoughts, almost done. Just imagine for a moment if we could let go of any concerns about the future from our minds and instead take that anxious energy and turn it into a positive force for change. It has been said before that courage is fear just holding on a moment longer. If we devote ourselves to lifelong personal development of our minds, bodies, spirits, and spend that energy on making ourselves the best educated, most active, and creative graduates in history, just think of what we could achieve and what the world could become. Congratulations, UNI graduates. I'm so glad to be in this class. Congratulations again.
I'm thinking I'm in pretty good shape with guys like that in the United States Army. Again, Daniel, thank you so much for your time and commitment in developing, preparing, and delivering such a reflective and exciting message for your fellow graduates, friends, families, and for all of us. It was fantastic. We are honored today to have 3 members of our Board of Regents of the state of Iowa with us today, UNI alum Regent Larry McKibben, and our own current UNI student, Regent Rachel Johnson. Thank you for being here today, and please stand and be recognized. I should have added that Larry McKibben is also a UNI alumni. Speaking on behalf of the Board of Regents of the state of Iowa today is Regent President Pro Tem Katie Mulholland. Regent Mulholland has been involved in public education for 40 years as a teacher and administrator, and now is superintendent of schools in Linn-Mar Community School District in Marion, Iowa. She too is one of our own and has earned 3 degrees from the University of Northern Iowa, a BA in art education, an MA in special education, and a doctorate in educational administration. In the spring of 2011, she was appointed to the Board of Regents by Governor Terry Branstad. Most recently, she was named 2012 Iowa Superintendent of the Year. Regent Mulholland and her husband Ed, also a UNI graduate, have 4 adult children and 7 grandchildren. Please join me in welcoming Regent President Pro Tem Katie Mulholland.
Thank you, President Roode. On behalf of the Board of Regents, State of Iowa, I congratulate you on the academic success you've achieved and all of the accomplishments both in the classroom and outside that have made you the citizens that you are. We are proud of everything that you have done to get here today. Today, you will receive a degree from one of the finest universities, which has provided for you a strong foundation for your future plans. We wish you continued success. Congratulations, class of 2015.
This year, the University of Northern Iowa is privileged to bestow 3 honorary degrees, the 21st, 22nd, and 23rd given in the university's existence. Senator Tom Harkin and Ambassador Nancy Powell received their honorary degrees at this morning's ceremony. The distinguished recipient of this degree during this ceremony will be presented to President Roode by Interim Dean John Fritsch. Will Gail Johns Rose please come forward?
Mr. President, I am honored to present to you Gail S. Johns Rose. Gail Johns Rose is a visionary leader, community organizer, arts supporter, humanitarian, and UNI School of Music alumna. Ms. Rose, a native of Charles City, received a Bachelor of Arts degree in music with a minor in business in 1977 and a Master of Business Administration in Public Administration from Harvard University in 1985, and she was named a Harvard University Distinguished Littauer Fellow. Ms. Rose is the founder, principal owner, and currently the CEO of EVS, Electronic Vaulting Services Corporation, an industry leader in the highly competitive cloud data backup and recovery market. She also serves as chair of the Rose Family Foundation's private charity and the Memphis Symphony Board. She was also the first woman CEO to appear on the cover of Business Solutions magazine. Prior to joining EVS, Ms. Rose served as Managing Director of Heritage Capital Advisors, LLC, a private equity, corporate advisory, and asset firm with offices in Atlanta and Memphis. She co-founded and served as President and CEO of Dr. Deepak Chopra's company from 1991 to 1999. Ms. Rose is well known for bringing the NBA's Memphis Grizzlies from Vancouver to Memphis as a member of the Pursuit team. And we will be done in time for tip-off tonight. As a result of her efforts with the Pursuit team, the Public Relations Society of America named her the 2001 Communicator of the Year. In 2005, she was named one of Tennessee's 100 Most Powerful People by Business Tennessee magazine. She also received the Economic Excellence and Equity Award from Tennessee Governor Phil Bredesen. Gail Rose is co-founder of the Women's Foundation for a Greater Memphis and was internationally recognized in 2007 with the Changing Face of Philanthropy Award from the Women's Funding Network. In 2008, she was named Humanitarian of the Year by Diversity Memphis. In 2012, she was among 10 named CEOs of the Year by MBQ Inside Memphis Business. Ms. Rose served as a member of the UNI Foundation Board of Trustees from 1989 to 1997 and joined the President's Club in 1992. She served for 10 years on the UNI School of Music National Advisory Board, which led a capital campaign for the $12.2 million renovation of Russell Hall. She headed the board's successful strategic and fundraising planning, interviewed architects, and developed a grassroots matching gifts program to engage alumni. Because of her expertise, the state-of-the-art Russell Hall opened in 2008. Most importantly, this outstanding alumna founded Team Max in honor of her college-aged son, who was fatally injured in an automobile accident in 2009. Team Max, an organization serving the Mid-South, has honored his life through large-scale community action projects to serve the poor and homeless. UNI is proud to recognize such a distinguished graduate as a business leader, entrepreneur, arts advocate, and philanthropist, and we applaud her diverse and exceptionally productive list of accomplishments. On behalf of the faculty of the University of Northern Iowa, I commend her to you for the awarding of the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa.
By virtue of the authority granted by the State of Iowa to the State Board of Regents and by them delegated to me, it is with great pleasure that I confer on you, Gail Johns Rose, the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa, with all rights and privileges thereto pertaining. Okay, you guys ready? All right. We will now proceed to the awarding of degrees.
The deans of the colleges will present the candidates for the bachelor's degrees from their respective units. The audience will find the disciplines and courses of study for each college in your commencement program. Dr. John Fritsch, Interim Dean of the College of Humanities, Arts, and Sciences, will present the candidates for the bachelor's degrees from that college. Those candidates will please rise.
Mr. President, on behalf of the faculty of the university, I have the honor to present to you these candidates who have successfully fulfilled the requirement for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts, Liberal Arts, Bachelor of Arts with Teaching Certification, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Bachelor of Music with Teaching Certification, and the Bachelor of Science. I am pleased to commend them to you for the awarding of those degrees.
Dr. Brenda Bass, Dean of the College of Social and Behavioral Sciences, will present the candidates for the bachelor's degrees from that college. Those candidates will please rise.
Mr. President, on behalf of the faculty of the university, I have the honor to present to you these candidates who have successfully fulfilled the requirements for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts, Liberal Arts, Bachelor of Arts with Teaching Certification, and the Bachelor of Science. I am pleased to commend them to you for the awarding of those degrees.
By virtue of the authority granted by the State of Iowa to the State Board of Regents and by them delegated to me, I hereby grant to each of you, as appropriate and qualified, the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Liberal Arts Program, Bachelor of Arts with Teaching Certification, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Bachelor of Music with Teaching Certification, and the Bachelor of Science degree, with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. I now pronounce you graduates of the University of Northern Iowa, and at this time, you may change your tassel.
Please be seated. We will now individually recognize and read the names of the graduates. On the right side of the stage left, will be the procession of the graduates from the College of Humanities, Arts, and Sciences. On the left side of the stage right, the graduates from the College of Social and Behavioral Science and some remaining departments from the College of Humanities, Arts, and Sciences. Ms. Penelope O'Connor and Professor Greta Berghammer will be reading the names of the graduates. Names will be read in alphabetical order within each department. Graduates will be greeted by department heads and faculty members as they leave the stage.
Is this point?
From the College of Humanities, Arts, and Sciences.
From the College of Social and Behavioral Sciences.
In the area of science education, Shanice Danielle Crow.
In the area of social science education, James Richard Alger.
From the Department of Art, Hillary Jean Ague.
Emily Ann Bruns.
Molly.
Emily is the recipient of a Purple and Old Gold Award for Meritorious Scholarship in Social Science Education.
Molly Margaret Bannon.
Carolyn Rose Birkin.
Zach Ross Bird.
John Jason Gogola.
Ashley Dawn Cody.
Anthony Tyler Jones.
Danielle Renee Coronado.
Amanda K. Main.
Miranda Sue Coronado.
Tyler Lewis Paisley.
Kramer James Dixon.
Ryan Roger Stiles.
Jacob Dale Earp.
Amy Rayanne Tharp.
Sarah Elizabeth Ettringer.
From the School of Applied Human Sciences, Fariha Afzal.
Allison Helene Fretheim.
Sadie Bohr.
Morgan Elizabeth Gibbons.
Angela Sue Bushlow.
Stephanie Gonzalez.
Brittany Lee Bradley.
Colleen Rose Grady.
Zoe Ayana Browning.
Shelley Marie Groen.
Latoya Monet Carroll.
Kelly Elizabeth Heath.
Courtney Joe Clark.
Neil Michael Norland.
Irita Catherine Daniels.
Erin Ann Heine.
Demi Mel Diedrich.
Claire Marie Jacobmeyer.
Caleb Cole.
Alyssa K. Kupka.
Molly B. Ellsworth.
Sierra Shanice Lewis.
Jillian Marie Fainley.
Riley Margaret Martin.
Courtney Renee Fetters.
Stephanie Ann Mathena.
Nairobic Brisella Figueroa Torres.
Chelsea Jordan McNamee.
Kelsey Johanna Fink.
Abby Elizabeth Michael.
Bailey K. Fleming.
Chase Daniel Murphy.
Megan Foss.
Daniel Burke O'Shea.
Samantha Ann Frederick.
Hannah Lee Orlandini.
Norma Garcia Telez.
Joshua Robinson.
Dagan Joshua Robinson.
Dagan Joshua Robinson.
Sarah Kirsten Gast.
Cody Lee Russell.
Jennifer Lynn Gibbs.
Allie Colleen Schultz.
Lane Marie Gergerich.
Catherine Mackenzie Hulse Schumann.
Victoria Lynn Goodhart.
Danielle Lynn Shear.
Sadie Hines.
Nelson Allen Shimon.
Katie Ann Hahn.
Andy Greg Snitker.
Paige Ann Hoffman.
Joel Lee Stager.
Taylor Nicole Holtz.
Kelly Renee Strobing.
Araceli Lisberry Ibarra Avalos.
Aaron Elliott Van Fossen.
Taylor Megan Johnson.
Maureen Francesca Villavicencio.
Jocelyn Taylor Jorgensen.
Melanie Ray Waldy.
Jonathan William Judd.
Amber Marie Wessels.
Rachel Marie Kopriva.
From the Department of Biology, Molly Jean Admire.
Caitlin Amanda McDonald.
Ramla Ali Alamsalam.
Messiah Aisha McDaniels.
Kelly Christine Ball.
Brittany Ray Meyer.
Luke Matthew Barta.
Victoria Rose Milbrandt.
Andrea Ray Bartlett.
Abby Lynn Milliken.
Hannah Marie Bergen.
Dion Javon Mitchell.
Shelby Lynn Byer.
Brittany Faith Nelson.
Haley Michael Bloomquist.
Megan Elizabeth O'Connell.
Stephanie Lynn Beckenstead.
Jade Lindy Olson.
Robert M. Bonnet.
Alexandra Deanne Ovison.
Riva Ann Bork.
Toniel LaRenee Perizek.
Renetta Jo Bork.
Emily Pay.
Alyssa Bulow.
Matresa Lynn Phillips.
Brooke Elizabeth Brown.
Audrey Marie Rottinghouse.
Kelsey Marie Brown.
Grace Jude Ruberg.
Kaylee Louise Bryant.
Devin Laura Ryan.
Samantha K. Burns.
Caitlin Carol Samick.
Kylene Casey Carlson.
Jace Jeffrey Simpson.
Pat William Cheezick.
Erica Lane Singoffer.
Laura Ann Christ.
Abby Noel Smith.
Kiana Marie Cullinan.
Chelsea Renee Smith.
Nicholas Glenn Detbarn.
Kelly Joe Smith.
Zachary Park Detweiler.
Angela Arlene Thronson.
Nicole E. Donlin.
Gabriella Jeanan Uteg.
Trevor Ebel.
Brianna Jenny Vermeer.
Alyssa Brooke Earhard.
Rebecca Marie Wagner.
Jordan Patrick Feltman.
Caitlin Marie Wason.
Caitlin Marie Ferkel.
Shelby Ray West.
Caitlin Marie Goodchild.
Erin Marie Wilson.
Amanda Marie Haig.
Brittany Kathleen Wright.
Brian Thomas Hansen.
From the Department of Geography, Jonathan Richard Beavers.
Jake Dylan Hansen.
Kyle Donald Halverson.
Jessica K. Hanagar.
Joel Nathaniel Heilman.
Hannah K. Hinchberger.
Michael James Madsen.
Peter Joseph Ickes.
Lucille Marie Osland.
Roxanne Renee Colley.
Kara Christine Poppy. Kara is the recipient of a Purple and Old Gold Award for Meritorious Scholarship in Geography.
Ross Patrick Clucky.
From the Department of History, Benjamin Duane Beckman.
Richard Allen Canar.
Connor James Brakefill. Connor is the recipient of a Purple and Old Gold Award for Meritorious Scholarship in History and a Purple and Old Gold Award for Meritorious Scholarship in Public Administration.
Allison Marie Knackle.
Jacob Benjamin Brown.
Zachary Wayne Kokler.
Bronson Lee Dullen.
Corey James Kramer.
Nicholas Mark Elsinger.
Carly Jordan Cruz.
Mark Randall Eubank.
Isaac Joseph Kuhn.
Corey Richard Gregg.
Grace Elizabeth Lowe.
Samantha Michelle Heitland.
Casey Elise Leonard.
Ian William Hubrig.
Nan Leon.
Daniel Scott Johnson.
Curtis James Marker.
Tanner Thomas Kokler.
Natalie Catherine Martin.
Kyle Allen Kramer.
Alex Patrick Merrick.
Anne Michelle Croyce.
Colin Michael Miller.
Michael William McCabe.
Morgan Leah Meyer.
Shanna Justin McNamee.
Ashley Tina Nelson.
Nathaniel Adam Randolph.
Katie Christine Nelson.
Joshua Tyler Rathje.
Alexis Marie Newberry.
Jennifer Marie Ryder.
Alexander Jonathan Nye.
Matthew Allen Rogers.
Stephanie Janine Pappy.
Jeremy Lynn Rosel.
Lauren Christine Perez.
Jacob Keith Stewart.
Carrie Lynn Peterson.
Douglas Edward Winger II.
Lindy Therese Pins.
From the Department of Political Science, Catherine Ann Bennett.
Carl Reed Wrights.
Eric James Boyson.
Emir Sahinovic.
Jonathan David Butler.
Holly Marie Salzbrenner. Holly is the recipient of a Purple and Old Gold Award for Meritorious Scholarship in Biology.
Corey Michael Grova.
Darian Nicole Samuelson.
Stephen Schwendiger.
Brianna Joe Scott.
Rebecca Marie Hergert.
Tara Lee Selvey.
Bryant James Hickey.
Shea Marie Semch.
Victoria Marie Hurst.
Emily Sparts.
Michelle Nicole Kenny.
Haley Marie Stevens.
Jeremy David Coolish.
Rosemary Faye Stevenson.
Chase Wilson Lampy.
Mackenzie Jean Stick.
Tanner Gregory Lascheid.
Christopher Tendall.
Michelle Allen Meyer.
Elizabeth Louise Terasani.
Emilio James Sanchez.
Riley Marie Wenzel.
Christian Michael Sather.
Lindsay Marie Williams.
Elizabeth Rose Sullivan.
Jordan Lee Wilmes.
Lynn May Ta. Lynn is the recipient of a Purple and Old Gold Award for conspicuous achievement in journalism.
Leah Marie Winshuttle.
Samantha Page Welch.
Aaliyah Marie Yarrow.
From the Department of Psychology, Logan Carl Onquist.
Jessica Lynn Schmooze.
Liliana Rafaela Alvarez Gonzalez.
From the Department of Chemistry and Biochemistry, Caitlin Jo Burke.
Tiffany Anderson.
Sarah Elizabeth Eikenberry.
Ruby Santos Perron.
Elizabeth Ellen Frericks.
Alexandra Michaela Brennan Rowe.
Colin Anthony O'Leary.
Peter Kevin Brown.
Thomas Dane Peterson.
Abigail Lynn Carey.
Mark Allen Petrie.
Kristen Marie Carollo.
Tori Nicole Quist.
Jessica Lynn Kennard.
Amy Leah Snyder.
Molly Barbara Demuth.
Kristen Danielle Stoudy.
Abby Jo DeRitter.
Angela Marie Raji. Angela is the recipient of a Purple and Old Gold Award for Meritorious Scholarship in Chemistry and Biochemistry.
Scott Robert Dressler.
From the Department of Communication Sciences and Disorders, Rachel Grace Carmen.
Danica Marie Gary.
Meredith Grace Carnahan.
Benjamin Jonathan Gillette.
Jessica Lynn Kramer.
Emily May Greem.
Abby Jane Dunham.
Miranda June Grissom.
Caitlin Brooke Friday.
Catherine Frances Hackett.
Madison Ann Gates.
Sean Joseph Hanlon.
Hannah Noel Goldsmith.
Tanya Renee Hendrickson.
Rachel Frances Hager.
Blake Thurston Finley.
Allison Marie Hoffman.
Elizabeth Marie Hill.
Tessa Rose Johnson.
Julie Ann Hurd.
Erin Elizabeth Knight.
Bailey Nicole Jimison.
Jenna Victoria Lyons. Jenna is the recipient of a Purple and Old Gold Award for Meritorious Scholarship in Communication Sciences and Disorders.
Charlotte Louise Jones.
Samantha Jean Mertz.
Lacey Ann Jorgensen.
Elizabeth Ann Matheny.
Lauren Elizabeth Kerr.
Jessica Ann O'Connell.
Stephanie Lynn Kibbe. Stephanie is the recipient of a Purple and Old Gold Award for Meritorious Scholarship in Psychology.
Stacy Nicole Olk.
Grace Rosemary Kinzer.
Brittany Ann Oxley.
Tina Langmard.
Alexandra Marie Reichs.
Jamie K. Lansing.
Sarah Louise Rowland.
Courtney Beth Magner.
Kyle Stephen Sidoris.
Tana Rochelle Marquardt.
Christina Ashley Shaughnessy.
Kami Hideo Matala.
Chelsea Ray Shaw.
Kelsey Ann McClellan.
Claire Elizabeth Shipley.
Jordan Lynn Melman.
Kelsey Ann Saska.
Jessica Nicole Miller.
Sydney Nicole Speldy.
Shantiera Denise Moore.
Riley C. Wagner.
Trisha Marie Moore.
Nicole Catherine Wakeman.
Elvadine Mujakic.
Jordan Lee Worthington.
Dakota Elizabeth Molnex.
From the Department of Communication Studies, Jordan John Adam.
Shelby Taylor Murley.
Nora Lynn Agnes.
Ebony Humphrey Nelson.
Nicholas Evan Alvarado.
Daisha K. Oberelman.
Allison Ann Art.
Nathan Ott.
Ellen Marie Bardsley.
Ashley Marie Peterson.
Jenna K. Burchard.
Christopher Edward Robus.
Lauren Nicole Bonner.
Aubrey Ann Rocklitzer.
Philip Andrew Bowie.
Haley Ann Rarrett.
Timothy Danielle Brandt.
Brianna Nicole Rosas.
Christopher Allen Brea.
Valerie Ann Ross.
Jordan Marie Breeze.
Anna Lee Rushek.
Brandon Kendall Boer.
Heidi Karen Schauer.
Samantha Jean Bergen.
Kelsey Joe Schroeder.
Amado Cavazos.
Nina Singh.
Brett Allen Clausen.
Suzanne Kronbaugh Sontag. Suzanne is the recipient of a Purple and Old Gold Award for Meritorious Scholarship in Global Studies.
Taylor Nicole Conger.
Melanie Lee Steele.
Devin Janae Cooper.
Maria Jo Wagamester.
Thaddeus Riley Cosgrove.
Margaret E. Weaver.
Ryan Francis Courtney. Ryan is the recipient of a Purple and Old Gold Award for Conspicuous Achievement in Forensics.
Rebecca Weaver.
Christian Ray Debin.
Micah Kaylee Peyton Webb.
Sean Henry Dangler.
Emery Allen White.
Matthew Taylor Derschel.
Rebecca Elizabeth Winberg.
Carter Allen During.
Whitney Sue Kickbush.
Lindsay Ann Duran.
From the Department of Social Work, Carly Ann Barnard.
Stacy Marie Droppy.
Lindsay Jane Boyer.
Samantha Marie Eaton.
Rebecca Renee Bridgewater.
Leslie Ann Eccles.
Corey Michael Cipher.
Matthew Joseph Erler.
Skylar Elise Dane.
Hannah Elizabeth Eilderts. Hannah is the recipient of a Purple and Old Gold Award for Meritorious Scholarship in Public Relations.
Blake Bowman Clark.
Abigail Helene Foote.
Elizabeth Margaret D.
Sean Christian Ford.
Haley Marie Downey. Haley is the recipient of a Purple and Old Gold Award for Meritorious Scholarship in Social Work.
Carly Lynn Frost.
Shannon Lee Friedoff.
Catherine Ann Gabrielson.
Amber Diane Freetool.
Joseph Daniel Gast.
Nicole Ray Gerholt.
Tressa Ellen Glass.
Carly Lynn Heimerdinger.
Emily Lynn Griner.
Brandon Lee Hodges.
Nathan Franklin Grieve.
Matthew F. Hotek.
Megan Lee Goldenfenig.
Erica Eileen Jacobson.
Michael Christopher Holler.
Cassandra Lynn Johnson.
Danielle Catherine Hamilton.
Jenna Nicole Johnson.
Lauren Marie Hanna.
Kayla Ray Kepker.
Luke Charles Hansen.
Awetta Rose Marsh.
Adam Jacob Hawksby.
Tierra Dinez Matlock.
Gregory Stephen Heisinger.
Alasia Joe McAtee.
Alicia Augusta Henriksen.
Rachel Elizabeth Mead.
Jeffrey Tyler Scott Jackson.
Travis Jamal Newman.
Ellen Elizabeth Jantz.
Samantha Nicole O'Toole.
Whitney Lynn Johnson.
Ellen Elizabeth Peterson.
Lucy Ann Capsch.
Holly Ann Reeves.
Samantha Dorothy Castor.
Kendra Ann Renner.
An Viet Lee.
Nicholas Donald Rozier.
Heather Ann Kelly.
Rayanne Blanche Shores.
Emily Ann Kriegel.
Ava May Taylor.
Shay Marie Quapple.
Sarah Joy Volema.
Anthony Gint Lake.
Andrea Lynn Wilson.
Madison Kayla Lawrence.
Trisha Marie Wisniewski. Trisha is the recipient of a Purple and Old Gold Award for Meritorious Scholarship in Communications.
Taylor Lindsay Lefevre.
The Department of Sociology, Anthropology, and Criminology. Elizabeth Rachel Aggie.
Lauren Danielle Louie.
Aida Alatabi.
Michael David Lieb.
Kyle Dale Anderson.
Samantha Christine Malo.
Brandon Douglas Beery.
Lance Edward Martins.
Jordan Page Burkett Carr.
Nicholas Joel Messina.
Caitlin Marie Bowman.
Andrew James McConnell.
Tyler John Broughton.
Erin Elizabeth McElroy.
Albert Jacob Brumwell.
Andrew Joseph McElhenney.
Araceli M. Castaneda.
Zoe Alice McKimpson.
Ethan Nicholas Childers.
Jacob James Mead.
Ethan James Clark.
Craig Allen Michaels.
Christopher Antone Malacor.
Alexander Scott Miller.
Joshua James Dolan.
Alexandra K. Monahan.
Jacob William D.
Tyler Morford.
Blake Charles Pfeifferlich.
Elizabeth Mary Moreno.
Cameron John Griffith.
Olivia Hoddle Mossman. Olivia is the recipient of a Purple and Old Gold Award for Meritorious Scholarship in Electronic Media and the recipient of a Purple and Old Gold Award for Conspicuous Achievement in Electronic Media.
Thomas Keld Madsen.
Leah Virginia Nelson.
Carly Nicole West.
Timothy James Newman.
Mark Richard Winnicky.
Paul Anthony Ochoa.
Daniel Sean Yahaley.
Ashley Ann Pettit.
Cody Michael Damaris.
William J. Pierce.
Caitlin Christine Damaris.
Maria Renee Powers.
Jillian Anastasia Destival.
Tyler Ray Rail.
Jordan Dane Dierks.
Chelsea Tanya Reichs.
Nolan Edward Downs.
James Earl Reinhard.
Patrick Martin Elliott.
Lisa Joe Richmeyer.
Bennett Gregory Even.
Curtis Lee Ritter.
Casey Jordan Ewald.
Valerie Romero.
Samantha Lynn Fissler.
Amber Marie Rouse.
Samantha Joe Garanson.
Brittany Nicole Salyers.
Wynn Ellen Johnson.
Crystal Monique Sanchez Hernandez.
Harris Potterfield Johnston.
Sarah Ann Sherman.
Bruce Benjamin Joseph Cardell.
Elizabeth Lydia Schmieder.
Matthew James Kessler.
Sarah Ann Schwiniger.
Abby Catherine Kilstoff. Abby is the recipient of a Purple and Old Gold Award for Meritorious Scholarship in Criminology.
Sophia Lee Spear.
Joseph Charles Knight.
Adri Joe Seatstraw.
Kaylin Ann Kurtz.
Alec Ryan Smith.
Noah James Lander.
Mallory Ann Sorber.
DeMarco Edward Lowry.
Cassidy Nicole Steffen.
Molly Beth Maggard.
Whitney Michelle Stuhlman.
Elizabeth Victoria Marroquin.
Margot Jean Sturgis.
Ryan Lewis Matherly.
Bryce Timothy Taylor.
Shannon Grace McKay.
Carver Ray Terpstra.
Connor Edward McDaniel.
Alyssa Danielle Terry.
Ethan David Meng.
Andrea Ray Taney.
Miranda Dawn Merritt.
Martha Claire Thurman. Martha is the recipient of a Purple and Old Gold Award for Conspicuous Achievement in Performance Studies.
Asher M. Michaels Allen.
Madison Renee Tweet.
Zachary Elvin Miller.
Daniel Anthony Vorwerk.
Caitlin Annette Moody.
Amanda Lee Walker.
Nicole Ann Nelson.
Samantha Michelle Weir.
Sarah Betty Nylene.
Christopher A. Wiedenbacher.
Colton John O'Connell.
Haley Ray White.
Emmanuel Opako Brenya.
Raymond Edward Wilkins.
Nicole Jolene Otterbein.
Stephanie May Winters.
Colton James Pospisil.
Parker Joseph Wolf.
Torlin Elaine Pratt.
Jillian Lee Wunderlich.
Taisha Danielle Smith.
Patricia Joy Zubrod.
Nick Elza Stanford.
Paige Elizabeth Zelstra.
Jacob Michael Stucken.
From the Department of Computer Science, Abigail Anabnit Beats.
Cassie Ann Tussler.
Bryce Thomas Black.
Brett Ryan Vanderpool.
Elise Linnea Fahrenkrug.
Jenna Reet.
Samuel Alexander Fisher.
Cetrus M. Wright.
Dakota Thomas Ingalls.
Thomas David Yackel.
Travis J. Johnson.
Alexina Ellen Wilson.
Nicholas Klinkhammer.
From the School of Music, Colby David Campbell.
Trevor Lee Smits.
Malcolm Christopher Burke.
Anthony J. Spurl.
Nicholas Jeremy Carlo.
Dale Norman Tibbetts.
Benjamin Todd Castle. Benjamin is the recipient of a Purple and Old Gold Award for Meritorious Scholarship in Mathematics.
From the Department of Earth Science, Evan Paul Anton Asherle.
Victoria Elizabeth Chargo.
John Thomas Beaumont.
Marquita Alexandria Curry.
Britta K. Berry.
Kayla Renee Fleming.
Jake Daniel Damon Gilchrist.
Haley Irene Graham.
Chad Joseph Detlinger.
Faith Nicole Geyer.
Andrew Dean Gustin.
Allison Elizabeth Haig.
Kent Allen Isaacson.
Callista Marie Hagen.
Jessica Ray Patterson.
Kate Renee Heatland.
Andrew William Starkey.
Ryan John Jonas.
Roxanne Marie Woodside.
Rachel Ann Jones.
Ashley Lorraine Worthy.
Megan Ann Kingery.
For the Department of Languages and Literature, Corey Benjamin Amat.
Morgan Scott Kramer. Morgan is the recipient of a Purple and Old Gold Award for Meritorious Scholarship in Music.
Tarat Ali Al-Fardan.
Abigail Ann Lee.
Jocelyn Nicole Adepe.
Cody Dean McCracken.
Ashley Alons.
Michaela Marie McDonald.
Jordan Sumi Barkley.
Jessica Ann Manier.
Samuel Joel Bass.
Aaron James Othmer. Aaron is the recipient of a Purple and Old Gold Award for Conspicuous Achievement in Music.
Ryan John Betzer.
Tori C. Oval.
Nathaniel John Byerink. Nathaniel is the recipient of a Purple and Old Gold Award for Meritorious Scholarship in French.
Jenny Louise Pine.
Megan Brianne Blackford.
Bradley Alexander Lee Reese.
Monica Danielle Clark.
Vincente Herbert Rivera.
Melissa Sue Cleveland.
Laura Marie Rodriguez.
Delaney Mayrose Kucher.
Chad Michael Schmertman.
Allison Ann Dreyer.
Teresa Marie Smith.
Caitlin Elizabeth Dunlap.
Colin Robert Wilson.
Megan Eink.
John Michael Zauke.
Caitlin Michelle Eppert.
From the Department of Philosophy and World Religions, Rachel Ann Baldus.
Vanessa Espinoza. Vanessa is the recipient of a Purple and Old Gold Award for Meritorious Scholarship in Spanish.
Corey C. Cooling. Corey is the recipient of a Purple and Old Gold Award for Meritorious Scholarship in Philosophy and World Religions.
Alexandra Anne-Marie Faust.
Taylor Lee Hinker.
Katie Lynn Frericks.
Zachary Croy Kelchin. Zachary is the recipient of a Purple and Old Gold Award for Meritorious Scholarship in Humanities.
Shelby Lynn Goodenkoff.
Kelly Ray Larson.
Melanie Lee Harmon.
James Raymond Miller.
Chelsea Lynn Hemley.
From the Department of Physics, Matthew John Cook.
Paige Elizabeth Howe.
Jack James Delaney.
Michaela Ashlyn Illig.
Andrew Caleb Fulkin.
Carolyn Ruth Ingle.
Joshua Eugene Frost. Joshua is the recipient of a Purple and Old Gold Award for Meritorious Scholarship in Physics.
Haley Danielle Jackson.
Courtney Christine Keyser.
Ryan Patrick McAleer.
Corbin David Mellinger.
Austin Parker Kinsey.
Ziping Ye.
Samuel J. Krause.
From the Department of Technology, Joseph Scott Anderson.
Kenneth Allen Krebs.
Andrew Joseph Osman.
Caitlin Elise Kroom.
Hallie Sue Bear.
Danielle Josephine Lar.
Ryan Basil Bingaman.
Stephanie Marie Lyons.
Robert Lee Bryant.
Shelby Nicole McLeod.
Bilson Jared Cardenas.
Mackenzie Ray Noakes.
Bethany Karen Chatterton. Bethany is the recipient of a Purple and Old Gold Award for Meritorious Scholarship in Graphic Technologies.
Kristen K. Pfeiffer.
Joshua Jean Christensen.
Alexandra Bonet Rambo.
Hawkabeth Delgadillo.
Teresa Marie Rasmussen.
Jeffrey Allen Ebson.
Amanda Marie Resendez.
Tanner Scott Eichhorn.
Hannah Jean Schaefer.
Riley Joseph Freilinger.
Krista Renee Smith.
Peter Anthony Fuller.
Alyssa Joe Tyson.
Edgar Guzman.
Elizabeth Lane Van Gorp.
Dylan Richard Hammersland.
Rachel K. Wellman.
Catherine Marie Hansen.
Casey Gertrude Weissmiller.
Matthew John Hansen.
From the Department of Mathematics, Brooke Gloria Badker.
Taylor Danielle Harris.
Troy Christopher Beck.
Caleb M. Heiselman.
Caleb Ronald Klaus.
Bradley Charles Hickey.
Alex Michael Koppis.
Blake Marshall Higgins.
Brittany Ann Donaldson.
Jordan James Hoffman.
Rachel Jean Emerson.
Grant Daniel Johnson.
Christine Fangman.
Jeremy L. Johnson.
Caleb Joseph Haggerty.
Mustafa Karat.
Elizabeth Lee Hamilton.
Darren Wade Kepi.
Diane Elizabeth Harrington.
Jordan Darrell Kroll.
Jacqueline J. Ilg.
Blake Matthew Larson.
Elizabeth Ray Johnson.
Joseph Muema.
Jonathan Michael Cryan.
Joseph James Little.
Bruce H. Landstrom.
Alexander David Lorsung.
Hannah Elizabeth Miller.
Timothy Dan Moretz.
Emily Faye Newton.
Matthew Edward Mullish.
Hwai Gu Guin. Hwai is the recipient of a Purple and Old Gold Award for Meritorious Scholarship in Computer Science.
Reed Allen Nuss.
Julia Glissman North.
Eric David O'Malley.
Alex Robert O'Connell.
Austin James Palmer.
Luke Ronald Peterson.
Kyle Joseph Patterson.
Justine Marie Rinker.
Jonathan Mark Paulson.
Mark Allen Ronenberg.
Brian Dale Peters.
Julia C. Shear.
Derek William Rasmussen.
Leah Rachel Schoenberg.
Eric Warmley Schmidt.
Ashley Lynn Stuffelbeam.
Joseph A. Schumacher. Joseph is the recipient of a Purple and Old Gold Award for Meritorious Scholarship in Manufacturing Technology, Manufacturing Design.
Philip Matthew Swanson.
Alex James Shoemaker.
Emily Ann Van Dyke.
Morgan Ann Shutterly.
Alicia Lee Witzel.
Christopher P. Schweninger.
Brittany Ann Young.
Hunter William Scott.
From the Department of Theater, Madeline Grace Aachen. Madeline is the recipient of a Purple and Old Gold Award for Conspicuous Achievement in Theater.
Luke Adam Shatek.
Derek Robert Bertram.
Alex Thomas Smith.
Malia Jo Beshta.
David Suktavan.
Sybil Stafford Cox.
Nicholas Michael Stefani.
Jared Michael Dutman.
Laura Kathleen Thompson.
Olivia Rose Frisch.
Cody Lee Vanderveen.
Jessica Lyanne Geidel.
Bronson Allen Volk.
Corinne Nicole Graves. Corinne is the recipient of a Purple and Old Gold Award for Meritorious Scholarship in Theater Arts.
Daniel John Westphalen.
Jennifer Noel Guy.
Jacob Lewis Willie.
Jennifer Michelle Hampton.
Tanner Stephen Wright.
Michael Lawrence Hellman.
Shannon Marie Wyman.
Nathan Michael Jorgensen. Chelsea Pearl Miller. Jillian Ruth Paraboom. And Anna Marie Werner.
At this time, please welcome Mr. Kevin Gartman, who served as president of the Northern Iowa Student Government for the 2014-2015 academic year. Kevin.
Good afternoon, graduates, family, and friends. I'm honored with the chance to speak with you all today. While I get the chance to welcome you on behalf of the Northern Iowa Student Government, I'm actually going to spend the next minute or two sharing with you about what I've been doing since leaving office a few weeks ago. I have been watching Netflix, and it's great. Yeah. I've taken quotes from the shows I've been watching and have turned them into advice for life after college. Because who is more qualified to give life advice than Michael Scott? So, for the next minute or two, pretend that I am Netflix, and we'll see what we can learn. Let's start off with advice from House of Cards and the friendly and kind Frank Underwood. Now, you can probably imagine this advice is not super inspiring if you've ever heard of or watched the show, yet I think it's practical. Underwood says to pay attention to the fine print. It's far more important than the selling price. In college, the fine print is the syllabus. Now, the fine print is rarely written in smaller font, yet it is the guidelines for attendance and makeup work that can be very important. Whether written or not, these small details become increasingly important as you advance in life. While it has been important to note what professors take attendance in your classes and whether or not being 2 minutes tardy counts as an absence, it is now important to know which bosses come around the office at 4:59 on a Friday afternoon to see who is still working and who leaves early. Pay attention and observe details. Now this is about the time when Netflix gives you a big guilt trip and asks, are you still watching? I am. It's only been 5 hours. Next up is the show Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. Now, I know many of you may not be quite as familiar with this show, but in it I found some great advice for dealing with tough times. Kimmy asks, can you make it through the next 10 seconds? Because do you know what happens after that? You get another 10 seconds. And after that, another 10. We've all been in a spot like this before, where you hit a wall so hard that it feels like you might not make it through. Maybe it was the biology final that you spent hours and hours studying for, and you knew in your heart that you were going to get rewarded for the effort, only to get your test back and see a D+ scribbled across the top of it. Take a deep breath, count to 10. You did it. So you're better at counting to 10 than you are at biology. That's fine. The point is that we're going to make it through life, and we will succeed. Just take things 10 seconds at a time. If there's one thing I learned from watching The Office in its entirety, it is that one cannot take life too seriously, and to make sure to enjoy the little things. Would I rather be feared or loved? Easy. Both. I want people to be afraid of how much they love me. Michael Scott says it best, and I hope that in your experience at UNI, you found the chance to experience love on this campus. Whether falling in love with Panther athletics or finding your passion in life after an hour-long talk with a professor during their office hours, I hope you found what you love about UNI and take those memories and revisit them often. Let's all come back for homecoming weekend to visit with close friends. Come back and watch the UNI Varsity Men's Glee Club in December, and come back and watch the men's basketball team dunking all over opponents in March. I hope you are all afraid of how much you've loved UNI and your college experience. On behalf of the Northern Iowa Student Government and the rest of the UNI student body, congratulations, graduates, and best of luck to each one of you as you pursue your dreams. Please now join me in welcoming Michelle Kohler, Chair of the UNI Alumni Association.
Thanks, Kevin. President Roode. Greeting distinguished guests, faculty, and parents. You only have about 5 more minutes left, and then we're ready to go. Most importantly, on behalf of the more than 110,000 alumni, I would like to extend congratulations to you, the members and class of 2015. You've earned a degree from the University of Northern Iowa, and you should be proud of this momentous accomplishment. Your time here as a student was brief compared to what commences today. Your lifelong experience as an alumni of this great institution. I encourage you to become an engaged and involved Panther, even though you may be leaving campus. No matter how far away your career may take you, always know that the Alumni Association is your constant connection to UNI. Consider getting involved with an alumni club, attending a social event, or coming back for homecoming. I also encourage you to stay in touch with the faculty and staff here at UNI. As a UNI graduate, your active participation in the life of the university will help you to continue to develop personally, enhance the value of your degree, and help advance UNI to new heights. Congratulations, class of 2015.
Thank you very much, Kevin and Michelle. Before I continue, I ask that all of the graduates please stand and be recognized again as a group. Now, graduates, please give your parents, family, and friends a round of applause for their support and encouragement during your time here. Please be seated. One common trait among individuals who work at a university is their optimism. We believe in the future and in what we do because we believe so deeply in the students we serve. How could we not be optimistic when we are surrounded daily by outstanding individuals like the ones before us today who celebrate this major accomplishment? Throughout the year, our students have excelled, both inside and outside the classroom. Students participate in undergraduate student faculty research. This is one of the academic highlights each year and highlights the diverse and innovative student faculty research activities here at UNI. The varied projects show the wide range of our students' interests as well as their talents. It is well within the realm of possibility that someday one of those students will make a major discovery or breakthrough that will astound, amaze, and fundamentally change our world. We may not cure cancer at the University of Northern Iowa, but we may very well graduate someone who does. Outside the classroom, students have served the community and region with a number of service projects, from soliciting food for the local food bank to raising funds for the local animal shelter. They have also earned national awards for their academic performance and have given presentations at national conferences. It is that combination of talent, commitment, and compassion that make today's graduates a group we should admire and one for which the future offers much. To the graduates, I am also a practical man, and I know there is some concern about what your future will hold. As our world changes and our economy evolves, you need to remember that your UNI education provides the skills you need to meet your goals. Mahatma Gandhi said, "Keep your thoughts positive because your thoughts become your words. Keep your words positive because your words become your behavior. Keep your behavior positive because your behavior becomes your habits. Keep your habits positive because your habits become your values. And keep your values positive because your values become your destiny." You have learned much at UNI. You have become individuals in which your family and your alma mater take great pride. You are truly the best UNI has to offer. In a few short months, the class of 2019 will be here to begin its journey to where you are now. Like you, they will become part of the continuing legacy that symbolizes the UNI family. From this member of the family, thank you for making this a memorable day. Thank you for making the University of Northern Iowa the wonderful place it is. Thank you for allowing UNI to be part of your life. And thank you for all you have done for us. In honor of today's graduates, please stand and join us in singing the UNI alma mater, led by graduating senior Michaela McDonald. The music for all to sing can be found in the back of your program.
Thank you, Michaela McDonald. We now proceed with the final announcements. Please direct your attention to the top of the Mcleod Center, where we would like to thank Dr. Danny Galleon and the students of the UNI Symphonic Band. Ladies and gentlemen, you are invited to attend a reception for all graduates and their guests outside on the Eldon Miller Plaza immediately following the ceremony. We ask that all graduates and audience members remain in place until after the President's Party has exited the Mcleod Center. At that time, all graduates and guests should exit up the stairs only. These commencement exercises being now completed, we go forth with the recessional of the President's Party. The spring commencement exercises of 2015 for the University of Northern Iowa are now adjourned.